What is going on, guys? Welcome back. This is Cruz with New Wave Wall Street, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at whole numbers and half numbers and the psychological aspect of them, as well as a little bit of support and resistance. We're going to use CAPR as our case study today. So let's get to it, guys. All right, guys, we're going to get straight into it here. So I apologize if I'm a little bit quieter than normal. It's really late, and everyone's asleep, so I'm trying to go ahead and keep quiet here. But what I go ahead and do here is we're going to go ahead and be using Caper here as our case study today. So this is a gap up here. They had news on some muscular dystrophy. Yeah, muscular dystrophy news. So they had some news for a phase 2 trial. It gapped up, and so what? After I see that it gapped up, and I know that the ticker that come in and that it had the news, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll come in here to the daily chart, and I'll go ahead and start drawing lines here based off of the support. So you see how this price action came down and it held this level right here, right? So that's where I would go ahead and draw, some support line here, and then the same thing in this area. You see right here, and then right here it held this level, and then also right here that it touched a couple times. It held right here, and it also acted as resistance along this line right here. So if I go ahead and I put down like a little bit smaller time frame, like down to 4 hours, you could go ahead and see here at like 307, 308 where I drew this line. So there is some support right here, and then right here I'm trying to stay above as well. And then I'll go ahead and just start working my way smaller down, pretty much going ahead and making these support and resistance lines. Now, in pre-market, right, so you had this gap up, came back down, and it held this level right here at 306. And then it took off, went up, and then came back down, and look, it held the same area. Same area right here, and then right here as well. So when the open came, one of the reasons I'm making this video is because my member had this question, and if one person has the question, usually other people have the same question. So I was, doing my live commentary, in the room, and I was saying that, Caper has to go ahead and stay above $3 in order for it to go ahead and still stay bullish. So I have my resistance here, but then we have the whole number at $3, which is a huge psychological number. So at any point when you're going ahead and trading, this is what you want to go and look for, is the $3 mark, because that's when buyers are going to go ahead and step in to try to go ahead and keep the ticket from going ahead and falling any lower. So so his question was, he's relatively new, is how do I know that it's going to go ahead and that it needs to go ahead and stay above that level? And so pretty much I told him, we have this resistance, right? So this resistance is pretty strong here at 307, 308, and then we have the whole number around in the same area, the $3 mark. So this would have to go ahead and come down right here, bounce, and then go ahead and go up. So you could also have some consolidation right here, but it would just need to hold around the $3 or 307 mark right here. So around in the open, when this went ahead and opened and we're taking a look at it, it was pretty volatile, and then it came down and it tested straight up to my resistance line. You see how it came straight up to my resistance line? We had a little pop up here, and then it did go ahead and break the $3. And when you see this, psychological number, the half numbers and the whole number, so $3, $3.50, and then sometimes even like quarters, which are like 75, 25, right? You want to see those break with authority. So you want them to, not just kind of just ease on through there. You want them to know that there are those supports, those psychological supports or resistance at the whole numbers are no longer valid. You want to go and see them smash through them, which this did, right? So which this did, and it's just smashed straight through that $3 mark, and then we just got kind of got this consolidation sideways here for quite some time, so probably about 20 minutes or so. And so I'm explaining what's going on in the room during this time, and I get some triggers here where it's telling me, my system's telling me to go ahead and go long, but I told them that whenever support breaks, then it goes ahead and becomes resistance. So what I went ahead and told him is that if you want to go ahead and get long here, for this to go and turn bullish, it has to break and hold above $3, which is the whole number psychological number, and then also this resistance here at 307. Look how perfect this went ahead and came up to the resistance, stayed where it didn't want to go ahead and go over it, and then it rejected it. It had try to make this little push, this little over under right here, but it went ahead and rejected for the most part in this resistance level and the whole number, and came back down. And this area was just money all day. So like you come back down um, right here to this level, and I don't know why my line didn't. There we go. There's my line. So it came up to $3 again, and then it just barely pushed over at 302, 304. So you had it over under $3 again at that psychological number, the whole number here, where people are stepping in to go ahead and sell at that level once it goes ahead and gets to that price. So what happens is if you're short from somewhere up here, around here, then any little pop like this, those shorts are going ahead and adding to their position and selling it back down. So any little pop like this here, this is getting sold back down to go ahead and push it back down. And you can see how strong this $3 resistance line was just all day. So then we went ahead and you have this little push here, and then also at the end of the day we kind of get this little up to 316, and where it kind of broke through, but it just didn't have the volume to go ahead and keep on going or anything like that. So probably mostly covers from this point forward, keeping it up. But that's what I wanted to go ahead and go over, guys, is if you could go ahead and look at this whole thing here, and just to go ahead and make it a little bit easier to go ahead and see, we'll go ahead and use a 3-minute chart. But you see how it held right here, right here, right here, it held, right? And then you have the breakdown of the whole dollar number, also the resistance line. So with authority, right? They came back and tested, and then that's where you could go ahead and load short, and that's where you have confidence to go ahead and stay in your short trade if you started up here as well. And you don't want to go ahead and if you started long right here, that's your sign to go ahead and get out. That it's not going to go ahead and work and break above that. So at that strong resistance and whole dollar number, and it happens all the time at $3. Excuse me, not just $3, but the whole numbers, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10. And then the 50-cent marks of them. So there's either going to be buyers or sellers that step in at those levels to go ahead and create support and make it bounce up, or go ahead and make resistance to go ahead and push it back down. So which you can go and see that happen all day today. So just a quick video to go ahead and go over all of this here today. So didn't want to go ahead and take too much time. Just something quick on how my member asked me that it had when I had said that it would have to hold around the you would have to hold $3 in order for it to go ahead and keep that going up, and that was perfect. So you see where it came back up, tested as well, and then go ahead and come down. And I'm not a fortune teller, guys. I just know where to how to read the price action from the left of what's happened in the past. So but that's about it, guys. A few quick reminders. We are still doing the giveaway, so I'll go ahead and put the link in the description for the giveaway for the autonomous desk Razor Tatteras, and also 3 months free subscription to New Age Wall Street. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for the support. I'm going to try to get as much content out as possible. Try to keep more videos coming out. It's life has been very hectic right now, but it's no excuse. But I definitely appreciate all the love and support, guys, and make sure you keep your trades money by.